there is not a move this NFL season that makes more sense than Russell Wilson to the Steelers. Tonight, he signed a one-year deal that is an absolute no-brainer for both sides. There is essentially no financial risk. There's no team in the NFL that loves a bargain more than the Pittsburgh Steelers. Russ has far less financial pressure and can probably play a lot freer. And the coaching staff is gonna wrap their arms around him because they've been dealing with the likes of Kenny Pickett, Mason Rudolph, and a man a few years ago named Duck Hodges. He's walking into a situation with Arthur Smith as the OC, who essentially revived Ryan Tannehill's career in Tennessee, which at the time, if you remember how he was with the Miami Dolphins, that was asking a lot. And Arthur Smith was one of the guys who helped turn it around and had a massive impact. Mike Tomlin is going to be able to focus on the defense, which we know is his strength and the strength of the team overall. He will instantly be embraced by the fan base, who may have had some loyal to Kenny Pickett, but with the lack of production, we're talking 13 touchdowns since he's been in the league. And with Russ, you're getting a touchdown ratio of 11-5. And although there was obvious turmoil in Denver, he still had them in playoff contention going into late in the season in one of the best divisions in football. He's walking into a division that he played against in Seattle quite a bit and has a 7-3 record. And the AFC North is the best division in football with not a single team under 500. And so Russ does have a history of playing well against these teams that a lot of times are juggernauts historically in the last few decades. Both sides are going to be eager to get him in the building because that Steelers offense has legitimately been abysmal. And it doesn't matter at a certain point if Kenny Pickett is a local kid or not. The proof is in the pudding with him. He was overdrafted back in 2022 to be the first QB taken, I think as the 22nd overall pick. And he's been a massive disappointment. And so Russ is coming in with a little bit of baggage. He's taken over 100 sacks in the last 2 seasons with Denver, which just speaks to the overall offensive issues that they have faced the last 2 seasons. When the Denver's offensive line was ranked 8th in pass blocking, that absolutely did not translate, and is telling you that for 2 seasons, Russell Wilson didn't have the support or the buy-in from his coaching staff. In year 1, it was clear that he was dealing with incompetence. And then in year 2, he essentially had a coach who wanted him out the door the second that he started to take over control in the building in Sean Payton. This is going to get the Steelers out of 500 football purgatory. You can brag all you want. We've got a ton of winning seasons, but if the winning season is 9-7 and you're barely making it into the playoffs, you're going to need a legitimate quarterback in that room who has incredible football intelligence and is going to be able to go toe-to-toe with the division historically, as we've seen. You've got to give him credit, right? He's coming from Seattle across the country in a 6-hour plane ride, lots of times playing in a different time zone. And there's no doubt that the dynamics of that division is going to change when Joe Burrow gets back. And you can absolutely put Russell in the conversation with Lamar, with Burrow. I think they have an immediate edge over Cleveland, which I don't even really consider to be part of this conversation, for winning the division. And I think there's going to be some real legitimate battles. I love the marriage between him and Mike Tomlin. And if things play out well, there's a real chance that he might not just be a year-to-year quarterback. This could work out for the long term. Appreciate you stopping by. Like and subscribe. See you next time.